Welcome back. Now that we have all of the dependencies ready, let's go ahead and actually write some code ourselves. And I'm going to do that inside of the My Recipe app. I'm going to go ahead and create a new Kotlin file class. And this one will be a data class, which I'm going to call category. Okay, because we want to get category data from people. And now the interesting part is, what is our data class going to contain? So what are the details that we are going to get from our MealDB in terms of categories? Now, if you look at it, list all meal categories, there is this API call that we can do, which is this one here. So let's just go to this website and see what we are going to get. So let me just copy all of this out and make it readable with this JSON formatter. And then we will see, let me actually make this bigger. We will see what we have, okay? So we have one big object. That big object contains categories, which is a list, you can see here with the squared brackets. And then each category has 4 properties. Property number 1, the ID. Property number 2, the category. Property number 3, the category thumbnail, basically the image. And number 4 is the category description. Okay, so we want to load it the same way. So we need to have the exact same names so that the mapping later on is going to be easier or even possible. So that means that let's go ahead and copy those out like so and put them into our project so we can do it easier. Let me just put them here like this. So we need the ID category, and you see it's of type string. So val ID category of type string. How do I know that it's a string? Well, because it uses the braces, the quotations. Okay, then we have the str category. So val str category of type string. Then we have the str category thumb. So val, and this thing is also going to be of type string. And then finally we have the val str category description, which is also a string. So I just copied this in here so that it's going to be easier for us to copy and paste it in. But these are basically the properties that each category has. Okay, so we have now a data class which has the same properties that we are going to get from the meal database. So whenever we load all of the categories, each of the categories is going to look like this. Well, we'll have those details. Okay, you can see all the details about it. There are in total 14. So goat is the last one. Now we will also get a list. So if we look at it back, actually, what we do get is a list of categories. So this here is a list of individual category items. So let's reflect that inside of our application as well. Therefore, let's create another data class, which I'm going to call categories response, and it will give us the categories as a list of category. Okay, so this name again is exactly the same. Now we could obviously also just copy it from here, copy it like this, and then copy it into your project so that you have it written exactly the same. Okay, and that is our categories class, including the categories response. So now that we have that ready and we understood how those details are, let's go ahead and make sure that we actually use the URL to load the categories from the internet. And therefore we're going to use retrofit, which we're going to do in the next video. So see you there.